Okay, here's a picture that a friend of mine made. Just as a little dig, a little goofy picture. Cross bacon, so delicious it's evil. Bitch on YouTube. And all you guys know how pissed off I get at the drop of a hat, and I'll cut somebody off if you don't agree with me, which is completely wrong, but you guys know that's how I am. So most of you that have been around me long enough already know this. You know, to compare me against somebody else is really dumb, because I'm really not any smarter than anybody else. And I've said that a bunch of times, and I appreciate some of you guys sticking up for me. You don't need to, because I'm just a dude that's just researching, that's all. I'm nothing. I'm just a guy, and a real thin-skinned one. So I got a lot of faults, and I can easily and readily admit them. So, you know, to be fair, usually I'm not fair. You know, so you want to talk about duality. You know, I'm the only guy that can cut myself down and then cut you down at the same time. So, you know, it's not right, but it's what I do. So I get a lot of help from a lot of different sources, and there's a lot of good, really good people on YouTube. But there's also a lot of ego that goes with YouTube. And I had to figure that out the hard way, because for about the first 2 years or 3 years, all I did is fight with people. And eventually it became evident that it's just pointless. You know, your work will stand for itself. Nobody needs to prove themselves. Your work will stand for itself. Either people will see what you're talking about or they won't. So, you know, there are many people on here that are way more advanced than I am, for sure. I am just a guy that just sees things and I just present it, that's all. I'm not a guru, I'm not a prophet, I'm nothing. Okay? I'm a zero. Okay? I'm not even a 1 and a 0. I'm not even binary, I'm a nothing. Okay? And that's not being humble, that's being honest. I just see things because I just pay attention to things. You know, there's no divine intervention making me see this, so I do appreciate some of you sticking up for me, but don't. You don't need to. My work will bear itself out, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So anyway, I just wanted to relate the story about when I went. Now you know that I have a Mini Cooper. It's a little teeny car. Original, it's a 74. It's way smaller than the real Mini Cooper. The Mini Cooper that they have now, I mean, is really a BMW. The one I got is British Leyland. It's a totally different company. They're not even in business anymore. So it's a very cool little car. It'll hold 4 6-foot guys. Those of you that are in England that watch my videos, you know what it is. It gets great gas mileage, and it's a hoot to drive, and I put some numbers on it, so it looks kind of cute. So when you have these type of vehicles, you need to be around other people that have these type of vehicles, because they know the ins and outs and little tricks to make them run better, and where to get stuff cheaper, and just where to get stuff. So I went to a mini meeting. I joined a club. So I go. This is Twilight Zone shit here. So I go there, and I meet the guy that's in charge of it, and so they introduced me, and then I was talking to some old guy. This is where it starts to get weird. And I told him, I said, you know, I'm looking for more power, because you can get real big engines to put in these little teeny little cars. And I said, I'm looking for some more power. And the guy says to me, first thing he says is, have you tried M squared? And so I thought, okay, this is weird. And I just said, no. And so then they said, okay, let's start the meeting. So the guy that was in charge got up and he goes, I just want to run by you the event that we had up in New York. And he said that they had some kind of drawing, and they put numbers in a thing, and they pulled the numbers out, you know. And so the guy goes, the first number that we pulled out was 33. Okay, so immediately